Hey everybody, in this video we're going to build this beautiful private jet charter website using completely free AI tools. The entire website is fully scroll animated as you can see, and the best part is that we won't be doing any manual designing or coding. So let's get started. Now here's the first thing which I actually did. I went here to pinterest.com to find some inspiration, and here on the search window I searched for private jet in black, and this is the image which I actually found. I right clicked here and then I copied the image. Then I went here and this is Google AI Studio, by the way, which you can also use completely for free. They have this Nano Banana tool Lite completely for free here on this website. Make sure that you sign in with a Google account, by the way. And then here I uploaded this image, which I got from Pinterest. And then here I also found another image of the clouds, which I quite like. So yeah, this is pretty much it. And then here I prompted here Nano Banana tool Lite, make a close-up of this plane in detail as it will act as the hero page on the website, make the clouds dreamy, and the main part is the plane or the private jet. And this is the image the Nano Banana came up with, and you can also see here the watermark in the bottom right corner, but I will take care of this just in a minute. And then here down below it also gave me a few more images. So pretty much I went back and forth with Nano Banana, and this is the image I pretty much downloaded on my computer, and this is another image which I also downloaded on my computer. And the way I got this image is I prompted here Nano Banana once again. Now I need an image of a plane far away but still visible in full in the same color palette. And once I downloaded both of the images here, I went here to the photo editor, Affinity Photo in this case, and let me show you how I pretty much removed here the watermark on this image. You can see here that this image has this watermark. Now Affinity Photo is paid, but you can also use any other tool online, for example Photopea or any other. And then here you can pretty much go like this with this tool, then click on edit, and then make sure that you click on in paint. And now let me also show you how you guys can also get rid of this watermark on the free tool called Photopea. Also free tool, online photo editor, by the way. I will also put a link for it in the video description down below. Let's go here with the new project, and let's go here with this one, FB event image, which is in 1920 by 1080p. So just like this, let's click on create, and then here you can just drag the image from the finder here to the canvas or the layer. And then one thing which you can also do here is to just resize the image. So you can, for example, put it like this, and then here we can just resize it like this. So you won't see here the watermark in the bottom right corner. And then the next thing to do here is to go to the file, export as. You can click here on JPEG, and then here you can go increase the quality to 100%, and then here you can click on save. And now this is how the image should look like without the watermark. So I think this is completely fine. And once you have the images, the next thing to do here is to pretty much go here to Google Flow. This one is free, I believe. Google Flow gives you a few of the credits per month, and that way you can use it completely for free. Now, one thing which I would recommend here on this website, how you can pretty much use it here, we have 3 of the frames. So the first thing is to go here to the new project straight away, and then down below here make sure that you select the video, and here from the video make sure that you select the frames, and under here you can pick, for example, VO 3.1 fast, quality, or light. Unfortunately this Omni Flash does not support the frames, so here I went with VO 3.1 light. And once you've done that, here you can click on 1x, but if you want more variations here of the videos, you can also go up to 4x and it will generate 4 of the videos. But here I clicked on 1x, and then here for the start frame I pretty much went here to this and I uploaded all the media. So I will go here to my uploads. Let me share with this, and those are the 3 images I uploaded here on this platform. So we have the close-up here of this private jet, we have another image of a jet, but this one is far away as you can see. Then here the image which is still uploading is the image of clouds. Then pretty much what I did here, went to click on the start, I clicked here on add to prompt, and then for the end here I clicked on the clouds as you can see. And there's one thing which I also did, I went here to ChatGPT, I uploaded, as you can see, these 2 images to ChatGPT. So an image of a private jet as well as an image of clouds, and then here I just prompted it, make a prompt for a video, it goes from the plane to the clouds. Very simple. It gave me here the prompt, start with an ultra close cinematic shot of the sleek black private jet flying above soft white clouds, yada yada yada. So you can see here that this is pretty much the prompt. I copied it like this, and then here I went to Microsoft Edge. Let's go here to the Google Flow and paste this prompt inside. Once you have the first image, you want to go here back to create another video, and this time make sure that you select for the start frame this one. So the clouds, make sure that you click here add to prompt, and for the end make sure that you select this image of the private jet far away. So just like this, and then here I went back to ChatGPT, and here I prompted it and then create another one where it goes through the clouds to the same plane but far away. And here we got this prompt, and then I pasted it inside here Google Flow, and here I clicked on the arrow to start the video generation. So here let me show you the two videos it generated. So this is the first one where it goes from the actual plane here to the clouds. You can see very smooth transition here to the clouds, and then here this is the second one, so it goes from the clouds here to this private jet, which looks absolutely stunning in my opinion. And here it also added the sound. So one thing which I don't actually like is that how long this video is. Pretty much one thing which you can do here, you can go to Clipchamp, I believe, which is the video editor, or you can also go to DaVinci Resolve to edit the video on your computer. Both of the tools are free, but one runs on the browser and the other one runs on your computer, which you actually install on your computer. So let me open up here DaVinci Resolve. Here inside DaVinci Resolve, you can create another project in 1080p 30 frames per second. Now here I will right click on this, import media, and here as you can see I have these two videos right here. So let's put here the first one on the timeline, and I will also remove the sound here, by the way, and let me show you how to do this just in a second. So once you are close enough here on the timeline, make sure that you right click here, uncheck this option link clips, and then here remove the sound just like this. And then here add another one, right click, uncheck link clips, and remove the sound just like this. Now I also think that the videos are too long, so I think I will speed them up. So right click here, change clip speed, let's go to 120, and then let's also change this one as well to 120 speed. So just like this, I think this is good enough. So where can I put here cross dissolve? Okay, I think here, yeah, we can cut this video slightly, maybe like this. And then here, if I go to effects, you will find here video transitions, and make sure that you put here cross dissolve like this. And maybe you can also erase it like this slightly, and then put in here cross dissolve. And you can see here very smooth transition. So it's perfectly aligned, I think, right now. For the video, make sure that it's 10 seconds long here. And once you have done that here, repeat the process. So pretty much go here, upload another video. So video tools, to JPEG, choose file, select the 10 seconds long file, click on upload, and then here click on convert to JPEG. And then here down below, I will click download frames as zip. And now the next step is here to download this IDE or code editor on your computer. Just simply go here, click download for macOS, or if you are on Linux, on Windows, you can get the installer right here. Just make sure that you get here the Antigravity IDE instead of here Antigravity 2.0. So yeah, once you have it installed, let's go here and let's open it up. And then here inside this folder, project folder, make sure here that you put all of these images. So you should have here 300 of the images, as you can see. And here, once you've done that, go here to the right where it says agent, and make sure that you type in here something like this. Create a smooth scroll animation with a provided file. Don't add any extra components, text, etc. Scroll animation should be smooth, and give a local host link at the end of the generation. So once you've done that here, you can also use whichever model you prefer. I will use this one, and then let's click on the arrow, and then let's just wait for a few seconds until it's finished. Now here you can see that it gave me this local host link, so let's open it right here. So let's take a look here at the scroll animation. I think that it works surprisingly well. You can also see here that the animation looks very, very crisp. Here, we will still have to build website components like the navigation bar and the other elements like footer and maybe some cards. So right now, one thing which I will do here I went to ChatGPT and I prompted it this. I have a jet agency scroll animation without any website elements, but now I need a few elements in glass morphism blur style. Write a copy for this jet agency, and the scroll animation is the start of the website. website. And here I'm going to use this design skill as well. So you can see next level builder, UI, UX Pro Max skill. So you can see here the full prompt here. I think it looks pretty good to me. And then here, let's go to anti-gravity. Let's paste this inside like this. And I will also put a link for the skill as well. So now I'm going to click here on enter, and hopefully at the end of this, we will have a beautiful working website. Now I will have to click enter a bunch of times. You can see here a few of the things it will do pretty much. So here the agent finished generating the website. I also used some help from Claude to finish building this whole Next.js app. And let me show you here the preview. Here it's running on localhost 3002, and this is the first hero page. So own the sky, leave the time behind. And I think overall that it looks perfect. Everything is here, even this scroll animation with the glass morphism effect. And you will also see here when I start to scroll, this navigation bar here on top goes away, as you can see. And then here it goes to this next 3 cards. So 15 minutes, 120 plus global destinations, and 24/7 dedicated flight concierge. And then here you can see that it has this really cool transition from these clouds to these blue ones, and it has the jet here in the background. And we have here this another card. Every journey begins before takeoff. And I'm super happy, to be honest, with this whole website. And here, as I scroll, you can also see another 3 cards here. And as I scroll once again, we have another card. And then here down below at the bottom, we have a footer and also this button to request your flight. So I'm super happy with the result. As I said before, this is full scrollable website. As you can see, it has all of the images here in the background. And yeah, you can also create it by using the full guide in this video. So I'll pretty much put every tool I used in this video linked below in the video description down below, so you can easily follow this tutorial. And if you haven't already, make sure to drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel as well, it's much appreciated. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching once again, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.